What's up, YouTube family? Gerald Greenlee here with Clean and Green Lawn Service in beautiful South GA. Man, I hope y'all are having a great day. I really do. I'm out taking care of a late customer, like a late paying customer. I got one of these doctor's offices, man. Every time, you know, well, not every time late, but there's just always confusion, man. Nothing's clear with them. I done went by the office and talked to them. This is the second time. And if I have trouble after this time, I might end up dropping them. It's a really good account, but it's like, I'm not going by no office to pick up no check. So I had told them, they said, well, I asked them how they wanted to pay. And they said, well, we like to pay once a month. I said, okay, that's fine. Everything I do, let's say, for example, everything I do in October, I will build that out on November the 1st. And it will be due in 14 days. That's plenty of time for the mail, because the invoice comes to them by email. So, November the 1st, that morning, they've got it. Well, here it is, November, 17th? I don't have a check, so I sent the lady a message, And part of this is, it's probably just some confusion too, but part of it is the young lady that's doing, the young lady that handles this, she don't have the authority to write checks. So anyway, I don't want to say too much about it, because it's local, and some people probably know who I'm talking about. So and I don't want to be putting people's business out, but so when I send a message today, she's like, like they confused about what they even owe me. So I stopped by the office and I'm like, look, here's what y'all owe me, and it was supposed, you got billed for it on the 1st of November. It's supposed to already been paid. And so the young lady's kind of, she don't know what to do, because she can't write a check. And I think maybe, the person that can, you don't just approach her any kind of way, maybe, one of those things that, you read between the lines, man. And I said, look, it's not a problem. Just get my check made and get it in the mail to me. That's all I'm asking you to do, And she said, yes, sir, yes, sir. She's a very nice young lady. But I don't know, it don't seem that hard. So anyway, got a call about my tractor, and I knew this was gonna happen. He can't get it to overheat. And see, the problem is, I told him when I took it up there that you got to run it hard. It only does that when I run it hard. And they don't really have no way to do that. And so that's not their fault, but I was just worried about that. So, but he did find out it doesn't have a thermostat in it, so the water's just running straight through, which means it really shouldn't overheat. But, he can't really tell if it's got a blown head gasket, because like he said, with a blown head gasket, he can look in there and tell the way everything bubbles up. I know I probably got the camera all over the place, but I'm trying to get into an awkward parking spot. Dude's on a forklift behind me. I'm gonna be run over somebody here. I'm trying to talk to y'all. That's not wise, is it? But anyway, I told him, I said, well, go ahead and put the thermostat in it. Because the good thing about a thermostat, it will let water get hot while the other kind of cools down a little, and then you cycle new, water through the engine. And then I said, do that, and then tell if you're getting bubbles in there, and if you think it's a head gasket or whatever. So that's been there over a month to find that out. So that's where we are with that. Anyway, I got to run in here in Ace and pick up a couple of supplies I need. So let me do that and I'll check back with y'all. All right, it's time to go get something to eat, man. Fixing to run over here by probably go by Arby's. I like stopping in there. Arby's is still one of the most reasonable places to eat at in terms of cost, and I like it. So, and I kind of, you know, get to know the people in there. So I got some plumber's tape, holes in it there. I got 12-foot vent hose to run for a guy at his house for his dryer. But he's not going to be there this afternoon. And I got to cut all day tomorrow, so he's going to have to wait until next week. Yep. So anyway, the dude's he don't have a thermostat for the tractor either, so he's got to order one. I just got a bad feeling that I'm going to get it back and have the same problem. I hope not. I hope not. But if I do, I'll take it somewhere else. You know. That's what I'll have to do. Because I really don't want to buy one, man. I'm trying to quit buying. I already got too much bought. So, anyway. Alright, we can roll up here and get something to eat. I'm not sure what I'm going to get into the rest of the day, but I'm going to eat me something and think about it. I'll let y'all know. Alright, later on in the afternoon now, I went by and I called a guy about the dryer vent hose. Our schedules are not going to work out this week, so I'm going to take care of him next week. I went by and looked at the screen porch that the lady called about wanting done, and now she wants some painting done. And she's talking about wanting the porch built, and something's wrong with her dryer duct. It comes out in her sunroom or something. So anyway, I didn't take a look at all that. I just said, well, let me look at what you got here. Now, why did I do that? Why didn't I go ahead and look at everything? Well, one is she's not ready to build any porches right now. It's just something she's wanting to do at some point. The dryer vent she's probably wanting done, but I want to see how the pricing goes on the screen and the painting. So I'm gonna put screen up, and I told her, I said, well, and then she said something about, I said, now I'm gonna have to redo all the strips on the outside, and what I'll do is I'll prime them and I'll paint them at home, and then I'll bring them up here, install them, and once I install them, I'll touch them up. I said, but just so you know, when these strips go up against your paint on the outside, you know, it's not going to match. I said, and she said, well, I'm thinking about having this in here repainted anyway. And I said, okay. I said, well, the time to do that would be while the screen's off. Take screen off, paint everything, come back the next day and put the screen in. Otherwise, you're trying to paint and keep it off the screen, all that kind of stuff, right? She said, so do you paint? I said, well, yes, ma'am, I do. So, I want to give her a price on painting, reinstalling the new screen, and all of that, and see if she's okay with it. Because what I don't want to do, because any of these jobs like this, it's not like going and looking at a yard and you go, okay, it's 2 acres, that's $130. You can't do that with these kind of jobs, because these kind of jobs, you got to, okay, how much the screen cost, how much is the paint going to be, how much labor am I going to have, and then if you start talking about moving a dryer duct, where have I got to move it to, what kind of supplies am I going to need. My point is, you can spend a lot of time working up these estimates, and I might find out from the porch that she's just fishing, you know what I mean? I'm not saying she is. She's already had somebody come look at it, and then they never, and gave her a price and then never came back. So, and I told her the same thing I tell all potential customers. If you're looking for the cheapest price, I'm not your guy. Right? I'm not your guy. If you want somebody who's going to do what they tell you they'll do, I'm your guy. So, we'll see. I try to go ahead and prepare them. Anyway, I'm running over here to look at another property. I've actually already looked at the property, but I looked at the wrong cemetery. It's a church. It's got a cemetery with it. I don't even really know that I want it, but if y'all hadn't found out yet, I like to bid on stuff even if I don't want it. Bidding is you learn from it. And so the more you do it, the more you learn from it. Now, if it was something I absolutely was not going to do, I wouldn't bid on it. But this is certainly one of those deals where I don't care if I get it, because, you know, getting this will probably, you know, push another property off the schedule. But why am I looking at it? It's a bigger property. It's a year-round property. And I like the year-round property because if you got guys working for you, it gives them something to do all year. Not as busy, but it gives them something to do. So that's the deal. That's the plan. So anyway, when I get there, I'll show you. I'll give you a shot of the church. I'm actually not even going to look at the church. I just need to go look at the cemetery. But I'll give you a shot of the church when we go by. All right, so here is the church property. As we ride by, you see all of these hedges. These hedges need to be trimmed twice a year, I believe, is what the quote called for. So there's somebody out back over there, so I'm probably not gonna record going past them. But anyway, you can see the hedges. I will. That's actually the pastor. And so all of this back here. So that, oh, look at them pine trees, bro. Y'all saw, see, y'all saw, y'all see. As Ray would say, y'all see. All right. But I went to the wrong cemetery. Man, this is a little old road here, buddy. This must be one way. Huh. Dude's out there picking up pecans, man. Anyway, I looked at the wrong cemetery when I pulled it up on Google Maps to measure it out, and I'm not sure. I got to look at this and see where my 60s can run, because I don't have anything but 60-inch mowers. You know, it's obvious where it starts at, so it makes this whole loop to the next road over there, all the way down to this road. Well, now they have lanes down through every one you can drive through. This is not bad. This is not bad at all. This is very well laid out. Now there's probably some places in between that you can't get. Before any work's done in this cemetery, you're supposed to call 24 hours in advance. I don't know what that's all about, but maybe for people coming out working on headstones or whatever. Yeah, that's fairly open. You know, actually, just looking at that, I'm probably not going to charge. See, that's why you come look at them. I'm probably not even going to charge what I was going to charge just looking at it from Google Maps. See, they've already got the pipes out to mark the next set of rows. Now, it still is a lot of trimming, but the way that thing's laid out, man, you know, I feel confident I could trim it in 2 hours. I mean, I don't think I can trim our cemetery in 2 hours. You know, the other problem you get into with cemeteries is picking up, you know, flowers all over the place. And see, looks like they've been spraying inside, you know, and I got to clarify about that. See, I'm not, you know, getting all up inside the coping. I know at our cemetery, we basically say, you know, the family is responsible for inside the coping. You know, if I'm out there trimming and I see something big sticking up, I'll sling the trimmer over it. But you don't want to be trimming in there because they're full of gravel and all that kind of stuff, you know. But that cemetery is it's a little over 3 acres, if I remember right. And they say the grass hardly grows out there. Like, they don't cut it but once a month or something like that. It says as needed. And see, that's something else I got to define, as needed, because this ain't the right place, is it? No. The other yard's in the next town. I was gonna go by and check on the yard that we already have. You know, when somebody says as needed, and I told them, I said, I don't have any issue with as needed. I said, but now, you know, if I give you a price on cutting this, I can't go out there and it be knee high. You know, I mean, we're not going to be cutting overgrown. We're not going to wait till it gets overgrown and cut it. And he said, oh no, he said, man, on that hill over there, he said, it ain't going to get knee high all year long. So, I don't know. But, anyway, I got to go pick up my dog. My dog. Had to go to the vet today. Had to get his teeth cleaned. So, which means he had to be put to sleep. Every 2 years I have his teeth cleaned. They put him to sleep, clean his teeth. He had a little spot on his side too. I got him to take off. And then he needed all of his yearly stuff. You know, rabies, heartworm treatment, all that stuff we do every year. So he's supposed to be ready after 3. It's 3 o'clock now, so I'm just kind of planning all this out to do it at one time. So let me get over here and pick him up. I'll let y'all see Rascal, and then we'll close out this video. We got Rascal back. He's not in a good mood though. Come here, Rascal. Come here. Hold on, I'm trying to show you, buddy. Rascal. Rascal. He's got to go mark my flowers. Come here. Come on. The anesthesia still got him a little wobbly. Come here. Let him see. He had to have a spot taken off, didn't he, buddy? All right, let's go in. All right, hey, appreciate y'all watching. My prayer for you is always the same, that the Lord might richly bless you, that you might see all of your blessings as from Him. Have a great day.